Good afternoon, everyone. In this presentation, I will be discussing the book How Successful People Lead by John C. Maxwell and discuss the art of true leadership and how it can help me in my leadership roles and how it has correlated with the MAOL program from this past year. Though this book, How Successful People Lead, is small in size, it has an abundant amount of pertinent information that focuses on the 5 levels of leaders needed to reach the highest level of success during their tenure. As Maxwell defines in his book, the first level of leadership, level 1, focuses on that of position and people following you only because they have to. This is the lowest level of leadership as it only focuses on the job title. This level is a poor substitute for influence as it focuses not on team members but subordinates and has a large focus on a westernized top-down approach mindset where rules, regulations, lines of authority, and organizational charts are in place. From this type of leadership, leaders will only get the bare minimum from the members and respect will not be earned like it should be. On the plus side, though, this position can also be the starting point for many leaders to advance and learn more about problem solving, influence, interpersonal relationships, and initiating those successful leadership techniques. The second level encompasses relationships. This level, defined as permission, focuses on the level at which people follow you because they want to. Maxwell, in How Successful People Lead, states that the agenda for leaders on level 2 isn't preserving their position. It's getting to know the people and figuring out how to get along with them. With this level, leaders and followers work together to find out who they both are and how they both operate, which leads to long-lasting relationships being developed. Next, with level 3, focuses on the concept of results that on people following a leader because of what they have done for the organization. This level emphasizes gaining back the respect of the employees by combining the position and the relationships of both levels 1 and 2 to achieve great accomplishments and results. John Maxwell, in his book, describes this level positively as many benefits do come from it. For example, work gets done, the morale of employees improves, retention goes up, goals are achieved, and the overall engagement of an organization increases. With this level, Maxwell discusses that leaders can become change agents for the reasons that they tackle tough problems, they deal with hard-hitting issues, and they really make difficult decisions that can push their people to another level of effectiveness. The fourth level then focuses more on moving past your own development and concentrating on your team's goals. The fourth step encompasses the art of developing people into the future leaders of tomorrow, which leads to higher teamwork and greater performance. By reproducing leaders, more of an organization's vision and path to success can be accomplished. These type of leaders, I believe, can be seen as servant leaders, as they not only lead, but they focus on teaching and mentoring others while centering on the growth and well-being of their employees. The final level is that of the pinnacle leader, who stands out from everyone else as they are known for their accomplishments and how they have positively impacted their team members and the environment around them. This level also gets people to follow you based off of what you represent. Though the toughest of those 5, this level will develop a legacy within the leader that will last long after the leader departs the organization, as they are known to invest their own lives into the lives of others and consistently bring success with them wherever they go. This leadership journey, as Maxwell states, focuses on an environment of learning, earning, and returning. Upon reading this book, many excerpts stood out to me that would guide me on maintaining a successful leadership role for myself and for the others I oversee. The first is really understanding your values. Values are pertinent to leadership as they play an important role in determining how you make decisions and the actions you take on a daily basis. The 3 key areas are ethical values, relational values, and success values. When understanding what it means for you to personally do the right thing, learning the value of trust and how to build it, and understanding the most important goals that I would like to spend my life working towards can help me as a leader to gain better support from my team. This is why it is so important for myself as a leader to understand that though a title is important to have in leadership, it is the lowest notch on the totem pole, as title alone will not drive a high performance mentality within my group. Another important bit of information is understanding that as a leader, I do not need to know everything to establish and maintain the title of a leader. A leader's job is not to know everything, but to bring people on board that can help you to find the answers to things. This pushes for a more collaborative mindset among the team and promotes an authentic leadership that promotes trust and respect within your employees. Embracing that as a leader, you do not need to know everything, and being ready to admit it can help to support the autonomous environment and really can empower my team members to let them know I value their opinion while promoting a successful team cohesion. The second level of permissional leader can be seen as really being taken advantage of in certain cases by their team as they focus on that relational aspect compared to a no nonsense distance approach. A best behavior to remain effective in this level two leadership style is to strike a balance really between that care and candor, where both contribution and community are equally as important. And remembering to maintain that balance between the two results in the major success of the team. If you care about the people you lead, it is really important to give that necessary feedback for the success of the individual, the team, and the organization. So, by building relationships and making the best decision for everyone involved, can result in successful level two status. Though I could really go on with all the insights I've gained from this book, the final thing I believe is the most important is being ready and willing to be a change agent. As stated in level three by Maxwell, leaders can become change agents for the fact that they can tackle tough problems, they can deal with those hard hitting issues, and they can really make difficult decisions that can push their people to another level of effectiveness. By focusing on this shared vision and the values, relationships, and finding that common ground with the attitude and communication, can a leader establish that positive and successful change within their team. Upon reading the book, How Successful People Lead, many of the concepts that were discussed in this book aligned with the courses taken throughout the MAOL program that really did resonate with me. First is with the concept of systems thinking and the development of people in a team. By developing our people into a great team is always greater than the sum of its parts and is really able to accomplish more than just individuals working alone. By understanding the linkages and the interactions within the team and the importance of that teamwork, a leader is better able to develop their people into a successful, cohesive unit. All of the levels of leadership within this book could also be seen as a system, as each part, and again, that lineage does really interrelate. For example, all of the levels in the 5 levels interrelate with one another to make a successful leader. If you only focus, say, on one step in the process and fixing that specific level, expecting that it will change the whole system of your success, that would not be really one of a systems thinking approach, but actually one of an analytical mindset. By understanding the relationship of all of the steps and how it relates to a successful leader, can one really see that relationship between the theory of systems thinking and relationship to John Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership. Another area of the book that delved deep into a course of the MAOL program pertained to sharing values, vision, and communication when discussing and implementing successful change as a leader. The importance of this topic in particular was discussed in the book High Five: The Magic of Working Together by Ken Blanchard and Sheldon Bowles in the mentoring and coaching class. In the book High Five, the authors discuss the acronym of PUCK. The first letter P in this acronym, as defined by Bowles and Blanchard, stands for a sense of purpose plus shared values and goals. The authors detail that when there is no reasons for why your team exists and the team does not share any values or goals, then it'll be tough for them to be successful to implement any sort of change. This is why it's so important to develop that common ground and align your team's vision, share the same standards, and be open, honest, and consistent with your communication to find and maintain that common ground between you and your team. Ultimately, by promoting the consistency of feedback and communication and finding the shared vision and values within your team, both Maxwell and the authors of High Five can guarantee you can move forward while introducing that successful change. In closing, to be a leader, you are not only focused on the betterment of yourself, but really one of those around you. By following the 5 levels, I can better equip myself to become successful at the art of leadership that will lead me to establish that true success, not only in the professional sense, but the personal one as well. Thank you so much and have a great night.